What's up, everybody? I am back with Raising Kanan season 4, episode 7. Allow me to reintroduce myself. Let me reintroduce myself. This is your girl Q1. Okay. Welcome to my channel. If you're new, thank you for subscribing. If you're trying to figure it out, just come on in. Click, like, share, subscribe, like me up, y'all, so I can get in the algorithm of things. Okay, it is not the only video, but I have others, so welcome. Okay, anyway, I didn't realize we was in episode 7. It's actually starting to pick up for me. Okay, so like I said, make sure on your way out, coming in or on your way out, like, comment, and subscribe. Click the notification bell button so you can be updated on every video that I drop. And making sure that we're liking the video so I can stay in the algorithm of things. Okay. Anyway, Rock, we pick back up with Rock walking in the door. She finds, y'all, Unique is so fine. Okay. Baby, the way he was sitting there eating that butter pecan ice cream, I was like, I'm next. Anyway, that's not what y'all came here for. So y'all, Rock is totally shocked. But she's shocked. She tells him, basically they just having a back and forth. He keeps saying that everything was on her, and she was like, it's not on me. I didn't have nothing to do with anything you had going on. That was your brother. That was all your brother. So, I mean, what was she supposed to do? Not take the chance to take the blocks? Like, I'm just saying. Like, you're just supposed to be unalive, and nobody is supposed to touch those blocks. It's just supposed to be in memory of Neek, huh? Okay. So, Unique tells her, at this point we get to, I forget his name, but he had all the Unique's backup, his people go take everybody blocks. So everybody hopping out the car, going to get blocks back, going to get their corners back, So Rock told Neek she didn't have anything to do with what Ronnie did to him. So Neek still think Rock is lying, of course. He tells her he taking everything back that belonged to him. And listen, Unique, you just take everything that the devil stole from you. I don't think that's the right message in this here scenario. But whatever, you take everything the devil stole, take it back, okay? So, she telling him, hey, you got it all wrong. It's not me. But he's so filled with hate and frustration, and even though his brother is unalive, he's not even mad at his brother for what his brother's done to him. He's just mad at the fact that people just went on without him, and she stole his blocks, and he just need a reason to be amped up. So Neek told Rock, but before I bury you in the ground, I'm gonna bury you in these blocks first. He said, baby, listen. He told her, this is how I know he was really feeling her. Like, he was really mad, like following her around, seeing her with that attorney. That was personal. Like, he really felt something for this lady. I'm sorry. She dust that little magic on him. Cause look, he tells her, he been hitting it soft from the back for a while. Now, he's circling around and smash hard from the front while she watch. I said, ah! And although that was a threat, I mean, again, I'm next. Okay, just call me. Husband, if you ever watch this, I love you. Okay. But it's Joey badass. I love you. Okay. So anyway, he tells her now. Oh yes, that's what I put in my little commentary. That made me blush. Okay, that made me blush just a little bit. And so Unique tells her, by the way, your man, Mr. Coffee, he went out like a bi. And she said, he said, I hope you two wasn't planning on starting no family. And so she was just looking like, she realized that it was the lawyer. She didn't say anything. So he then tells her, you got so many N words running through you. Like, this is when he was pissed off. He was pissed off. That's why he unalived the attorney, because you didn't have no reason to do that. But you did it because you was pissed off because you thought she had moved on with another man. Like, you have no idea. And so, he said, I'm talking about that fool that was pushing up on you outside the coffee shop on 12th Street. And this is, again, we clock in that his jealousy is kicking in as well. He tells her he put him down. I put him down before you could. And Rock tells him, you unalived my attorney. Well, Unique not trying to hear that anyway. So the whole time Unique was there, he like got up on her, in her face, like she never flinched. She never flinched. Like, when I say y'all, Rock is a bad she never flinched. Anyway, in the next scene, Amani asks Lou to be honest if you're, sleeping with other women, especially if it's your ex-girlfriend. So Lou admit that it happened unexpectedly. Everything happened with fame, and just one thing happened, one thing led to another. Y'all know how they go. So Imani tells him, listen, I really don't care, in which I feel like she did. She said, I just don't want to, start feeling some things and end up getting my heart broken. And that is, I can understand that, okay? But I feel like she actually liked Lou. Like, I think she really liked Lou. So, but let me say this: Lou likes Amani. Like, he like her, because he was all mean, and now he's more softer. So he like her. So Rock tells Marvin and Juke. So Rock is home. Marvin, Juke, and Kanan are in the kitchen with her. So she tells them that Neek was alive. So Marvin was like, were you dreaming? She was like, no, nigga. Oops. No, and where he was standing right here, eating my ice cream, So Kanan says that some people told him they found pieces of Neek's head at the tailor shop. And Marvin says, what was your security? And she was like, I sent them home, basically. I sent them home. And so then, okay, I'm sorry, y'all. I had to look at my notes. She didn't realize that he was the one that was taking all of their people out, the Asian people, stealing, all the stuff from their stores and all of that. She realized that it was him. So Kanan asked, well, why didn't he take you out last night when he saw you? She said, because if he do, it's messing with everybody's money. So Juke asked, well, do you think he unalived Famous? And Rock was like, no, because if he did, he would have said it. So at this point, Marvin was like, you know what, we need to take Neek out. But Rock said they need to find out who he's working for, who's backing him, because she wanted to know who's backing him. They need to have a plan before they go out and do anything. But for now, she just wants them to sit tight. Okay. So Kanan tells her, you're supposed to be good at all of this. The thing, and everything is still messing up. I'm sorry. He said, and things are still messed up. He tells her when she sit at the top, you're supposed to take care of the people below you. He tells her you're not doing this, and she's never done it. She's never taking care of the people below, under her and all of that. So Marvin was like, boy, watch your mouth. Watch how you talk to your mama. So Kanan says she needs to watch what she needs to watch what she's saying to all of us. He tells her, we out here getting our butts handed to us and you just want us to lay in a cut. And so he asked Uncle Marvin, he said, does that feel right? Does that feel right to you? He said, does that make you even feel safe? So Rock tells Kanan, you are alive right now because I kept you safe. She said, because every time you messed up, I was there cleaning up your mess. Y'all remember, every time he messed up, she has to go back behind him and clean it up. She then tells him all of the wrongs he did, she went and made it right just to keep him breathing. So you shouldn't be lecturing me about no top spot or how I talk. And when I say y'all, Kanan is so ungrateful, and I mean, maybe I'm missing something. But I feel like Rock didn't lie. She didn't lie. Because he has always done stupid stuff, like idiotic moves that just made no sense. So she then tells him, you need to be talking less and to be doing a lot more listening, and you should be thanking me. So then, as he walks out the door, he says, thank you for messing up everything like you always do. Whoo, child. So Marvin says, Kanan needs a belt to his. And Juke was like, Kanan grown. So Marvin was like, well, what you suggest we do about him and his mouth? She was like, just listen. And I see her point, but it's like, all he do is argue. All he do is he's angry. Like, he's not even willing to talk to Rock. Like, it don't make no sense. Like, what are we listening to? I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. So Panessa makes it home with her groceries. She drops the groceries on the ground, and she sees Neek. Like, he's picking up the groceries. She's excited to see him. They go in the house. They talk. He was like, you was right. Rock ain't nothing but a black widow. But you just coming from a hurt place and you think that lady tried to unalive you, and she really did not. Like, she didn't. I don't know. So, Panessa, she was like, he tells her that she was with my brother, blah, blah, blah. She did this. And she was like, yeah, Rock is a lot of things, but I don't think Rock would intentionally get with Ronnie to unalive you. I just don't think that. And we knew that because Ronnie was crazy all on his own. And so at this point, Neek snaps. And so she calms him down, like, hey, calm down, it's me, And so he was like, you and Junior, whatever the little boy name is, y'all leaving. Like, because things about to get real heavy in these streets and y'all don't need to be here. So in the next scene, we see Rock sitting with Snap and Pop. They're just basically letting them know that Unique is alive, and that telling them, hey, y'all could possibly be in trouble. And he was like, we ain't in trouble. We work with Kanan. And it was like, well, he want Kanan too. So technically, y'all in trouble. And basically, that was like, we ain't got nothing to do with that. That's on y'all. And then they left. So he tells his wife, he tells Pop, hey, this could be an opportunity. So, of course, they gonna do whatever they need to do to cross Rock because, Rock is competition to them. So, they take this, they probably decide, or I guess seeing Neek, they decide to take this opportunity. So Stefano, they go over to, prior to that, Snap tell Pop that you need to go directly to Stefano and find out what's going on. Find out who he's working for. So Stefano, they go to Stefano, Rock, and Marvin. And he tells them it could be one of Cell's people backing up Unique. And Rock he asked Rock, that's basically what they're talking about. But before Rock and Marvin leave, he asked her, your feelings for I hope your feelings for Unique don't get in the way of this. And so she was like, don't nobody have to worry about her feelings. And as they leave, Stefano said that was famous last words. And I was like, wait a minute, did you do it? So Kanan is driving to his stash house and to find out that everything is gone. Unique, in the next scene, Unique tells Pernessa she cannot go back to the south side. They get to the new house, really nice house for that time, for that time in season or whatever. I think in the early 90s or something. And so she tells him, I have to take my mother to dialysis. And he was just like, F your mama. Sir, really? My mama have to go to dialysis? You tripping. So he was like, I'll just take I'll have one of my people to take your mama to dialysis. So you're going to continuously put my mama in danger. Like, neat, just to me, not thinking, but it's the small stuff. It's just stuff like this. And so he tells her, listen, I've been unalived before, and I'm not finna go back in that space. I'm not finna be unalived again, not for you, not for my son, not for nobody. So, in the next scene, Juke walking the door, he told her he had the gun in his hand. He was like, you've been using my GUN. And so she was like, but it wasn't like that. But he ended up giving her the gun. I mean, GUN. And tells her, with everything's going on right now, I really need you to protect yourself. And once everything is settled, the dust has settled, then you have to give me my GUN back. So Kanan goes over to his stash house looking for OC. But we find out that OC left. Like, we don't know where he at. He just up and left. So, of course, we know he was the one who stole Kanan's money. And I told this, the third episode since OC had done turned on him. So I was thinking, I was wrong. I was thinking it was going to be this these next 3 episodes that he was going to be unalive, but maybe it's this episode after this. But Kanan is going to find OC. And so B Rilla and Caper and Caper boys pull up at Lowell's house. And y'all know B Rilla asked Caper to do a smash and grab over at the exec's house. And so B really gets really, really nervous because he was like, the light was on. It was like, we need somebody to be home because Caper had been scoping out the house all week. And I'm sorry, y'all, that was my ice maker. So he wanted somebody to be home so they can show him where's the stash, where's the not the stash. Yes, where is the safe or whatever. So they need somebody to unlock the safe. They can't do it if that person ain't home. Okay. So they go into the house. B Rilla gets out of the car. He see gunshots, and he's nervous at this point. Comes back. So we find out that homeboy shot at one of their people. Shot him and tug at somewhere in the leg. And then they had to put down homeboy and his wife. And I was like, okay, that is crazy. Why would you bite the hand that's trying to feed you? That's stupid. Like, I don't understand, B Rilla. Like, this is why you're still always in the same spot. You're doing stupid stuff. So at the club, Juke is at the Kitty Cat Bar Club, okay? She get up, she start drinking, get up, go dance with this girl on the dance floor. They start kissing or whatever, touching and dancing. And then in the next scene, B Rilla then get out. That's what I did say. I said that early. So you get out the car, everybody, the shooting or whatever. So back at the club, Juke go into the bathroom with homegirl, and she take her GUN out or whatever. Homegirl go down on her, and Juke get what she get. The girl get up. You know, they do deals. And I guess the girl was looking for a connection because Juke was like, deuces, I gotta go. I came here for a good time, not a long time. I gotta go. And Juke left. I was like, okay, like we're really seeing this shift in Juke. And I'm glad because we never got a chance to see Juke's character development. And I can't even call this character development. It's more like there is a shift in her character. So Stefano tells Marvin, you know, they have a separate meeting, that he found out it is Unique's. That it is Unique have salespeople, they're backing him. And he also tells him that Nick Russo is backing him as well. Well, we know that those people are angry because Stefano dropped Sal. And so I think everybody is collateral damage. They're doing this basically because of what Stefano's doing. So Stefano suggests that Marvin move Rock aside and that he start to take over. Well, of course, Marvin's going to turn him down. And he tells Marvin, you're making a big mistake and that we're not done having this conversation. So Kanan is riding around looking for OC. He sees his mom paying the police off. And y'all know his mom, in order to keep that storefront, the police have been harassing her. That's why she's paying the police off. Kanan is so filled with hatred that he's not even seeing what's really happening. Stupid. So, B-Rilla is in the studio shaking like booty meat at this point. And come to find out, Lowell wasn't even in the house. He rented out the house to a friend of his and to a couple that he knew while he was gone. And that's who's unalive in the house. So, Neek then visit Pops and Snap. We don't really get a conversation out of that, but we know Pop and Snap about to get whatever they can get out of this. And I think at this point, they're like Quan, they're going to be on Neek's side. So, Lou and Marvin, and we find out Rock, are at their mom's house. And, you know, at this point, the doctors are saying they don't know how much time their mom has. But Lou tells Marvin she's in a lot of pain. And so Lou basically is like, our mom did the best she could with what she had. Marvin tells Rock that their mom wanted him to unalive him, and then Lou confesses to the same thing. And so Marvin also tells Rock that her mom purchased a needle of Dopiana to end it all. And so Lou tells Rock, Rock says to them, y'all said, and she was like, and y'all said no. And she asked them, why you think she didn't ask me? I thought it was because Rock was going to actually do it just because she don't like her mom. But it was so the opposite. Marvin was like, because you would have let her suffer. And Marvin ain't hold no apologies for that. But Marvin said because let me say this. I actually thought low-key both Lou and Marvin had said no because they wanted their mama to suffer as well, because they know she wasn't the best mama. So Lou leaves. He goes back to the studio. Marvin tells Rock that Neek is being backed by Sal's old crew. And, you know, she was like, well, where did you get that from? He told her, Stefano told her. So she was like, you the one that the police saw. Why you didn't tell me? He was like, I'm telling you now. You know, so they just have this back and forth. He was like, I didn't want to tell you because I didn't want to have this discussion with you right now. So she was like, we already discussing it. And so he was like, basically, I ain't got to answer to you. Like, I can do whatever I want. I ain't got to answer to you. Everything ain't always about you. And so, she went in the room with her mom. So Kanan gets home. Kanan's home, sitting in the dark. Crystal walks in with a bag of groceries. And he was like, can I trust you? Because the people I love, I can't trust them. And he's just so freaking melodramatic at this point to me. And so he tells her, I know who unalive Fame. She was like, who? He said, my Rock. No, she did not. No, she did not. You saw her pay the police. You didn't even know what the reason she's paying the police. That's for her to keep that storefront, because those police are there harassing her. Like, he need a belt. He need a serious belt, okay? So then Rock goes in the room to talk to her mom. She asked her mom, hey, why did you have all of those dogs to come visit me for my birthday? She said, because I wanted you to stop asking me for a dog. And so she says to her mom that was a good thing. So she tells her mom, I heard about the request you asked Lou and Marvin to do. And so she was like, why, you didn't ask me. Oh, did she say that? Anyway, Rock fulfills her mom's request. And before her mom take her last breather, she tells her to take care of her brothers and take care of your son. What about Juke? But that's what I'm thinking, because Juke is always left out. That's just a little side note, okay? So, Rock sits there. She cries as her mom goes to be with the Lord. And I guess I'm going to be bringing the chicken and the drinks again, because this was the end of the episode. So I guess I'll bring the chicken and the drinks. Y'all drop down and tell me what y'all bringing to Mama Joyce's funeral. Okay. Tonight I will bring y'all Never Ever Mets. I've been trying to do a lot of resting because I'll have some other stuff like I'm doing outside of this. So yeah. But I will bring y'all Never Ever Mets tonight. And I will see y'all in the next episode. Bye.